Staten Island, Baltimore. So fuck it, man. Let's run it this guerrilla style. It ain't about
Let's
the
go.
fucking.
Let's go.
So we was talking. You know, we've been building for a minute, been doing some shit, and but you know, like I said, we don't really know each other. So I got a few questions, man. What's the like? Well, first of all, what's the main era that you kind of came up in? Like, as far as the '90s, right?
Yeah.
Or,
I'm an 80s. I'm an 80s baby, so you know, late 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? 90s, I was a teen, so
got you.
that
Just
makes
to
sense.
give a little bit more perspective. So let's talk a little Jamil Honesty, man. I know a lot of times I hear you shout out Staten Island, Baltimore. So I mean, take us back, yo. You know, in terms of like going, you know, back to the beginnings of, you know, what's the origins for you? I'm curious about that because I hear you, you know, representing both.
Yeah. I was born and raised in Staten Island, New York. Two really two hoods. West Brighton and Manus Harbor. Two rival neighborhoods. So that was kind of crazy. But my mother was from West Brighton, so my grandmother.
That's the North Shore, or the South Shore. Always is that which side is that on?
I'm a venture to say this. It's the North Shore.
Okay.
It's close to the ferry and all of that. Like,
Right.
you know how the hood is. Like, you know, it's always in the corners of whatever city that you in. So we like in the corner. You know, you got Stapleton, Park Hill. They're kind of close together, but then on the other side of Richmond Terrace, like going towards like Jersey, like the Bayonne Bridge, Goethals, and all of that. You got to, you know, well, when you go down Richmond Terrace, you got to pass New Brighton, and you get to West Brighton, and then all the way at the end, going towards the Bayonne Bridge is Manus Harbor. So those are all like, you know what I mean, crazy neighborhoods, man. You know what I'm saying? So I came up there, and then I moved to Baltimore when I was like in my teenage years. You know what I'm saying? So Staten Island and Baltimore is my home. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. And it's funny that you mentioned that about Staten Island and the hood in general, as far as like hoods being tucked away and shit. That shit is so isolated. First of all, Staten Island is isolated to begin with, like in a way,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas from the, you know, I know niggas from the city that don't even act like that shit is. They like that's like Mars to them, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah. That's why they call it the Forgotten Borough. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times, you know what? Baltimore reminds me a lot of Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so small. You know, it's crazy. It's buck wild there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of murders, a lot of drugs. You know, a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? Seen a lot. You know, coming up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Baltimore is similar. You know, it's much bigger city, but it's similar in a lot of ways, man. How they get down. Yeah.
Right. Now, you mentioned it's funny that you mentioned. I was talking to somebody else about that. It's like the smaller hoods. The shit be wild sometimes, like extra wild, like in a lot of the, because it's like it almost seemed like they just got it's like some lawless shit where the shit ain't even, you know what I mean? They tucked away. It's a spot like that in New Haven where I'm from. It's called Brookside. It's like some projects. They out in the woods, basically. Like this.
Peace, Connecticut.
Way
Yeah.
the fuck out in the woods, right? And you like,
yeah, Connecticut is wild. I heard
be
about
hiking
that.
out there and shit, like,
Yeah.
and then they just run up in some fucking, you know what I'm saying, some gully shit, you know. So
Yeah. It's like that, man. You know, it's like that, and it for me it builds character. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn to appreciate the small things. You know what I mean? Like I could do without a lot and still be good because of my up. You know what I'm saying? I came from pretty much nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, you know, I definitely want more for my kids. Like, I don't want to, you know, raise my kids in the projects if I don't have to. But, you know, I kept that with me, and I teach my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How to roll like that.
No, I feel you. Everybody everybody out there, please give a thumbs up or some kind of signal if you can see Jamil Honesty. I just want to make sure that this video is being recorded properly. We have some slight technical difficulties. He can't see me, but we just want to make sure that the footage is coming through for everybody else.
Yeah, salute to everybody joining, man. The conversation, man. Jamil Honesty, man. With my man Tamal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing things.
Yeah, we appreciate you for joining. I appreciate everybody joining in. And yeah, I wanted to stay here for a minute. So, like, you growing up in Staten Island, man, I mean, like, what was musically, like, what were you fucking with at the time? Was like, yo, I'm trying to fucking.
So as a kid,
fucking,
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like for me, I'm a lover of music, and I'm gonna tell you that's probably why I gravitate to cats like Ghost and Ray, because you know I'm similar to them. Like how you know you talk to them, they be like, yo, I don't even listen to hip hop. You know, I'm listening to R&B or some old school. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I mean? So before, you know, before I was doing the rap thing, I was just into music, R&B, dance hall. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even fuck with it like that, honestly. Until, I mean, of course, you being in New York, and I'm talking about as a kid, like 10, 11, because I started rhyming at 12. You know, so I would hear little joints, you know what I'm saying? Because you in the Mecca, so you can't escape it. You can't escape hip hop, you know what I mean? Because it's all around. But you know, I didn't get bit by the bug per se until the Scenario dropped. And I'm gonna tell you why. Busta Rhymes, and I later found out that he does have you know, some Caribbean background, but the way that he was flowing, it was similar to what I was listening to at the time. Ninja Man, Buju Banton, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
And I was fucking with it like, yo, this is crazy. Like, before that I would try to listen, you know, to the underground stations and it just wasn't feeling. It would just sound like a bunch of words put together. But the way that he was, you know what I'm saying, the pockets that he was in, and the way that, you know, his cadence and his flow, I was like, yo, this is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was that joint, and it was Big Daddy Kane, Smooth Operator.
Okay.
Those two songs made me want to write, made me want to start rhyming. Because what I did was I you know, studied them songs, I wrote them down, recited them, you know, till I knew them firsthand. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then I was like, yo, you know, later on I was like, yo, I'm gonna just start rhyming. You know, I'm gonna just start writing my own shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then from that point, it was over. Like I was, you know, I mean, shit. By that time, well, we talking about, like, I'm telling my age now, like we talking about 91, 92. You already know what was coming in. You already know what was coming in. You had Onyx, you had End of the Stage, you know, Wu was coming through later, you know, on like 93, but you know, all of that, I just was like, man, I was like a kid in the candy store, man, just taking it all in, man. You know, yeah,
Yo,
man.
were you on the island when Wu-Tang came out?
No, nah, I wasn't.
You
What
had moved
happened?
already?
Yeah, what happened was my cousin, he had a record back in the day called Eye Level. He was in a Source. His name was Funky Jills from Manus Harbor. He had came down to Baltimore. He used to always, you know, shout out to him. That's my cousin, love him. He used to always get locked up and all of that. But you know, this one year he came out of Baltimore with a VHS tape, and he was talking to my stepfather at the time, and he was like, "Yo," he's like, "These niggas from Staten Island, they about to blow. You know what I'm saying? They're about to blow up," or whatever the slang was back then. So I'm just chilling, like, you know, I'm young at that time, like maybe 12, 13, something like that. So you know, I'm like, whatever. So he put the tape in. So it was two videos. There's one with a bunch of niggas rapping, And then the other tape, the other video was a little boy about my age rhyming, right? So I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. So fast forward maybe like 2 years later, I'm in North Carolina because I used to live down there. I'm watching BET, and those videos come on. The first video was Protect Your Neck.
Oh shit.
And then the second video was Shaheem On and On. Yo, from that day until now, that put the battery in my back, yo.
Wow.
I said if these niggas could do that and they from my town,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I could do that.
Yeah. Damn, you know? Son. That's crazy that you you was up on that shit like on some, you know, already. Let's go back to the beats for a minute, maybe, because you were talking about how these cats put you know, they listen to other shit and you were listening to some other music. I can tell by the beats that you spit over, you know, there's a lot of soul in those and a lot of like there's a lot of
it was a lot of music in my house, bro. You know, it was a lot of music in my house. You know, late 70s, early 80s, man. I remember, you know, be over my grandmother's house. She had the party house. So we she throw the music on, of course, you know, Off the Wall came on. I'm in there doing my Michael Jackson thing, you know what I mean? And you know, all the friends and all of that, you know, paying me, you know, to see me do the Michael Jackson thing. I'm getting, you know, $20, $30 here as a little kid. But you know, music was in my house all the time. Like, you know, if I go to my grandmother's house, I'm at home with my mother. She playing Anita Baker, you know, LTD, you know, Jeffrey Osborne, like, you know, the list go Luther. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real music.
all that, all that, like Sade. You know what I mean? All that was being played in my house, man. So it was like, yo, music was always in me and always around me. So it was like when I started doing the hip hop thing, you know, that was my way to express, you know, to let all of that, or everything that I took in, let it all out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Did you kind of pattern yourself after anybody in the beginning? Like, as far as like,
listen, man, yo, I still am a student. You know what I'm saying? But when I first started, man, bro, I had a dictionary, right? And I wrote, this is crazy. I wrote on the dictionary the Bible. I used to walk around with a dictionary. And my rhyme book. Everywhere I went, I had it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I was studying, like, I mean, let's see, Snoop, Doggy Style, the Doggy Style album, that was like in rotation forever when that came out. 36 Chambers, of course. You know, Meth was my guy, bro. Like when Meth came out, like I never heard anybody rhyme like him. You know what I'm saying? To this day, like he's got his own style, bro.
Of
you know
course.
What I'm saying? And you know, you got Meth, and then I mean Buckshot, the way he was, you know, his cadences in the pockets and how he was harmonizing and all of that. Like I took all of that in. So I would say, like, in the beginning, definitely it was like Buckshot, you know what I'm saying? Little bit of Snoop, Redman, Meth.
That's my favorite MC at all time. Right
there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Nas, Black Thought, you know what I mean? What was that album when they came out with damn, that's crazy. Do You Want More album? You know, 10th grade, man. Like I was taking all of that in, man. Common, you know, and all of that. You know, the locks, all that, man. Just taking it in, and you know, I was just a sponge, taking it in, taking notes, so that when I started doing my thing, you know, I was, you know, putting all that to pen and pad. You know what I mean? And
that was a juicy era, man. Like in terms of like being able to pick from a lot of different styles, a lot of different dope styles to to really look at. You know what I mean? That was that era itself right there was just like chunky, full of you know what I'm saying? You could
Yeah,
just pick from like
yeah.
oh, I fucks with, you know what I mean? Like you went from Snoop to Buckshot to Black Thought, you know what I'm saying? But like heavy hitters as far as that goes, though, you know what I mean? Like totally
Listen,
different
let me
Steve.
tell you. All right, so when Doggy Style dropped, I was on the Snoop thing. Like, I was fucking with Snoop heavy. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And one day I'm in North Carolina. In North Carolina at the time, it was mixed. Like you had people listening to what we listened to on the East Coast, and then they was listening to like West Coast stuff, and they was listening to bass music. I think that's like out of Miami or something.
right, yeah, Miami
It
Bass shit.
sounds a lot like the trap music that's out today. You know what I'm
Yeah, I've
saying?
heard it. I
It,
heard it back in the day. I remember that
yeah,
shit. I mean,
yeah. And so I'm sitting in my living room, and I think Rap Attack comes on, and this song comes on, and I'm like, yo, this nigga sound like Fife, but he nicer than Fife. It was Whose world is this? The world is yours. It's mine. It's mine. Sipping Dawn P, watching God T till I'm charged. Yo, at that moment, I was like, yo, that's when I started walking around with the dictionary, man. I started using every big word in the book, man. Like when I first heard Nas, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. No
And
doubt. That was no.
big influence on me, man. One of my favorite songs ever is I Gave You Power.
Oh my goodness.
You
Of
know what I'm
course.
saying? Like I always aspire to make something great like that. That's why a lot of my songs, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are, have concepts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, yeah, that song is crazy, man. To this day.
Oh no, it's ridiculous, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it's an all time. And that was when he was in his bag. You know what I mean? And that, you know what I mean? That
Nas Boy
that early,
unstoppable, man.
huh?
I said 96 Nas was unstoppable, man.
Yeah, I mean, 90, 93, 94, live at the barbecue, 92 Nas, back to the grill again. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? This cat he was that dude. He was that golden boy. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Right.
he was the golden child as far as that goes. So yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yo, let's go back to the Wu for a minute. You know what I'm saying? From Staten Island. So
Right.
I gotta go there. Let's rank these cats.
I saw you did that with Jay Royale. You might have got him in trouble, man.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta hit everybody. You
Nah,
from
nah,
him. I gotta have.
nah,
I did it
nah,
with I did it with Shaheem too,
man.
and I did it with Timbo King. So go ahead.
Yo, tell Shaheem, man, we need to do a joint together, man. He's a big
All right.
inspiration. Yeah,
Yeah, big up Shaheem, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's
yeah,
doing a lot of good things since he's been home.
yes,
So
sir,
salute
yes,
to him.
sir. Salute to
You know
him,
what I mean?
man. He's a big reason why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Big
Mm,
reason. Seeing him, nigga the same age as me, man, doing what he was doing.
right.
That was big.
Like,
But anyway, all right. So we get into the ranking. So I'm gonna
yeah,
tell
go
you,
ahead.
I was thinking about this too because I knew this was coming. It
You
changed,
know, you already know, man.
right? It changed over the years. Remember when I told you, when the 36 dropped, I was on meth. I thought meth was like the best thing since sliced bread, man. On with the flow and the rhymes. A lot of people don't know, man. Like meth was killing shit, bro. Meth is still killing shit.
Of
You know what I
course.
mean?
Agree.
I even said it in a Wu dedication that I did a few years ago. That I mean, in my opinion, on the what he killed Biggie, yo.
You
In
killed
my
what?
opinion,
Oh,
he killed Biggie on that joint, man. I'm saying,
I think Meth got that. I think
yeah,
I would agree.
he got that. But all right, so all right, so years ago it would have been Meth would have been number one, but over the years I gotta go with Ghost. Ghost number one, not just for lyrics, but just just comes with, he's just a whole movie, bro. You know, he's a whole movie. Like, you know, you got the lyrics, you got the what I admire about him is like he comes with a whole soundtrack. You know what I mean? He knows how to pick out his production. His production is always impeccable. Just his whole style is crazy. So I'm gonna go with Ghost.
All right, Ghost #1.
I'm gonna go with Deck.
Here we go, my man.
Right.
I knew that's one of the reasons why I fuck with you.
Yeah.
I knew. See.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Deck. Deck is a murderer, man. Deck is an assassin.
Tell them. I'm gonna let you say it because I said they don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Deck is an assassin. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Deck, man. You know, he's crazy with it. Lyrics, you know, flow. It's sad thing is, man, you know, I mean, he's got a bunch of projects out now, but you know, like he was saying, like he had a project that would have came out around in that era, you know, like Built for Cuban Links and all of that.
Yeah.
That would have rivaled those albums, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But definitely a dope, crazy MC. Classic verses. I mean, Triumph, get out of here. Like it's crazy.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go with Jizza. I'm gonna go with Jizza. The reason why I'm gonna go with Jizza, Jizza is a lot of people don't give him his flowers, I think, because of maybe his delivery in terms of like how he delivers his rhymes, but I love it. Like I love how he's just like calm with it, like, you know what I mean, like a Shaolin master. You know what I mean?
You think so? On my page, yo, so many people. I have to cut you off. So many people, like they be like, a lot of cats got Jizza number 1. Like,
right. But I'm not mad at that, yo. I'm not mad at that. Actually, Ghost said that he's his favorite rapper. You know, Ghost said that.
And Meth got Deck.
Yeah, Meth got Deck. Yeah, so it's like, yo, Jizza is crazy, man. The things he says and how he says it and how he sits in the pocket on the beat is crazy, man. It's crazy, yeah. Jizza. Yeah, so I got Jizza. All right, who I got? After that.
So we got Ghost, Deck, Jizza.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Ray. Of course,
right.
You know, of course, Only Built for Cuban Links is a classic. Changed the face of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna go with who we got? All right, I'm going with Cap. I'm going with Capadonna, man. Capadonna that win awards versus was crazy.
His album was good. That Pillage album was good too.
The Pillage album was crazy too. Yeah,
I think that was pretty good. Yeah, so
yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. All right, so who we got next? We got ODB.
We got Dirty Left. We got Master Killer.
And then you got,
and we got
RZA.
Right.
All right, so after Ray, I'm gonna go with RZA.
After Cap. You said we got. So you got Ghost.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
After Cap, I'm gonna go with RZA. RZA was a big influence on me, man. Both on the rhyme tip and production wise, man. One of his I don't know what his production style is, but it just seems that way. Like a lot of his stuff is like slightly off. Like he doesn't use the quantizer. I'm speaking in the producer's jargon. You know what I mean? So that was something that I kind of incorporated within my production. And then I would say like you know, the stuff that he was saying, like how he would drop certain things that in his rhymes that, you know, if you know, you know, if you didn't, you didn't. I took that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, his work with the Wu, his work with the Grave Diggers, you know, some of his solo work. What was that joint? Was that Tragedy? Remember that song?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name of it though.
Was it Tragedy? I thought it was Tragedy. Maybe not.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Yeah, so definitely RZA. All right, so after that, ODB. I mean, he was a whole movie too. He was a
Facts.
movie, man. You know, a lot of people. I hear you talk about him. He definitely wasn't the greatest lyricist ever, but his energy and what he brought to the track, which I thought y'all wasn't gonna see me.
Yeah.
Of the Osiris of this shit. Wu-Tang is here forever. So you like when he came in like that, yo, it was like, oh shit, what is this? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
ODB came with that energy, man. He came
No,
with that.
he definitely brought. You still can't see me, right?
Nah.
That shit is crazy. That's just everybody else can. But yeah, so the ODB is funny, man, because I mean, my thing with him is just that, with the drugs and everything, like when he was on point without, like he could spit. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't no, he could run. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. And here's the thing, Brother Jay told a dope ass story. He said because he went to like high school around that same time. He said ODB used to come up to go to cats high schools after school. We could just walk up to cats high schools and just battle cats. And be like, yo, I heard who the nicest here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Like, let's get it. Like,
Right.
so
Yeah. I heard, similar things, man. How he was, man.
yeah,
Even God bless the dead. Even Sean Price spoke on the same thing that you just said.
yeah,
Like he caught him one day. He said he caught him one day in somewhere like in Miami or Florida. And he said he just started spitting, and it was like shit that he never put out. You know what I mean? But it was crazy.
right.
You know,
So
but yeah, definitely. And
okay.
I'm gonna go with You God, because he's got some classic verses.
Damn, you got Master Killer last, I think.
Yeah, I got Master Killer last.
Uh,
But check it out. But check it out. Not to say that any of them are slouches. That's what makes Wu-Tang, bro.
of course. So I completely agree. I always say there's no we. I mean, somebody got to be last. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know what though, and the only reason why I put You God before him is because of just the certain verses that he got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That stand out a little bit more than Master Killer, but Master Killer got some joints.
Yo, I'm bent.
No
We
joints
missing
behind.
somebody? Did we forget somebody? I'm bent right now. I got no excuse. But we missing somebody?
I think we got everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only got 9. Who the fuck? We said
I mentioned Cap. I mentioned ODB. We mentioned Matt. You God. Raekwon. We talked about Meth.
No, you didn't put him in nowhere.
Oh,
You didn't put Meth in.
I thought I did. No.
You got Ghost as
No.
number 1. You got Deck as number 2.
Oh damn.
You never put Meth. You
Oh shit.
You never put Meth.
I'm gonna have to. All right. You know what? I'm gonna have to put him. I'm gonna have to put him at number 3 with Jizza, yo. I'm gonna have to. They're gonna have to share that spot.
You tired now? Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man.
All right.
We're not doing that shit.
I'm gonna have to knock Ray. I'm gonna have to knock Ray down. I'm gonna have to knock.
So you got Ghost, Deck, Jizza, Meth, then Ray.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm saying bar for bar. I'm saying bar for bar, not albums. Because if we talking albums, of course, Raekwon is going to trump. Is going to trump that. But yeah, it's hard, bro. It's hard.
Well,
all these cats are like the Avengers to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's supposed to be hard. That's why I like it, because it's fun. Because I like forcing cats to think about that shit, like really fucking make a decision, man.
Like all of them cats, man. You gotta understand, like, and the crazy thing about it was I was away. I wasn't in the island when they dropped, but I knew about them.
Right.
I would tell people about them. You know what I'm saying? Because, Method Man had came out, the METHOD had came out. I think that was the first single. And that, I think it might have dropped like in 92 or something like that. So I was telling people about it when I was down there. I was telling people about it. He was like,
Right.
whatever,
Right.
whatever. And then when I moved away and came back, and I'm and I'm outside and I see the legends, the gold legends driving by, and all the niggas playing Cream and all that Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. They was playing all
Right.
that.
Right. Right.
I was like, yeah, all right, see.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. I mean, it is hard, man. They're all. You know what I'm saying? So this order. A lot of this order could shuffle depending on the day, depending on the criteria, depending on the circumstances.
That's what I wanted to add. Yes, because I'm gonna tell you, like I told you before, like, if you had asked me like 94, 95, I was gonna tell you Meth was number one. You
Mm.
know, I didn't start really paying attention. I mean, I knew Ghost was nice because I remember that Stretch and Barbito freestyle when he was up there with Meth, and he was killing it with Meth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I taped that joint. It's crazy. I taped that joint. Yeah, so he was killing it with Meth. So I knew he was nice, but he didn't really capture me until Supreme Clientele.
A
Was
lot
he
of people have Meth as number one in the beginning, man. And it was funny
right,
because again, they kind of that was a deliberate launch with Meth to kind of be like the front man for them, you know what I'm saying?
right,
And you know
right.
what I mean? So a lot of people that was like, he was kind of almost like, I won't say a spokesperson, but he was the face in the beginning. So
Yeah, face.
so a lot of people, but then you started to see the different styles. You see like, okay, Deck is like tactician, this
Right,
Gensu and niggas up, chop, 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 chop. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
Ray is on his street slang and his
right,
criminology shit.
right.
And you seeing all that, and you're saying so yeah, this could change, man. This ain't no hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, salute to every member. You know what I'm saying? They like I said, they, what I mean, they inspired me a lot, man. I looked up to them, still do. You
Quick
know what
question. Quick
I'm saying?
question for you before we move on to something else. Who, out of the quote unquote affiliates, who could be an official member?
Yeah. Bro, Killer Sin.
Of course,
Killer Sin.
he would, to me, he would be like number 5 up in that motherfucker. Like really, he'd be in the middle of the pack in that shit.
Let me tell you something, man.
Man,
Killer Sin is an anomaly, bro.
man.
Yeah. He's
Listen, you ain't gotta tell me, man.
yeah, yeah. Just for kicks sometimes, I just sometimes I'll just go on YouTube and I'll play this joint that he did called The Archer.
Whoa! Listen,
Gives me
stop! Stop!
gives me chills every time, bro.
Yeah!
Gives me chills every
Son!
time. Yeah.
Man.
That man he's different.
He's
That man,
something else, man. Hold your
yeah,
head, Killer Sin. He will not be around for a while. So,
yeah.
it's a
Sad,
big
man.
loss, man, because
Yeah.
potential was unfulfilled with that one, man. Like,
But see, you know what though? That's the story in Staten Island, man. Listen, you know how many, and
I've heard.
I'm so glad that RZA came out and said it. He was like, "Yo, when we was coming up, the type of style that niggas in Staten Island had was what he called a label, the Wu-Tang style. So in other words, the niggas that you hear like Deck and the other brothers that was rhyming, that was the style. Like I would be on the block, chilling, doing whatever with my friends, and you got niggas out there working, so quote unquote, and they dropping bars like similar to what you hear on record with the Wu. So that wasn't it, that wasn't, even though like y'all didn't hear nothing like that before, but that was kind of like the style. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how niggas used to rhyme.
Right.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
That was
Yeah,
just how it was. That's crazy.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Word. So you dropped the modern music project a couple. When was that? 2018. When was modern music? Huh?
28
Yeah, I'm good with my dates. All right, modern music, and then modern
December
music.
4th.
Oh, work.
To be
Martin
exact.
and the modern music too,
Yep.
which you graciously allowed me to yell on, all smoked out. um, yo, what was it like difference,
Bro,
huh?
I had to. I had
Yeah,
to, man.
that was fun.
The energy, man. Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the differences kind of for you in between the two projects, like a thought process? You know what I'm saying? Like where were you at?
And between the two projects, you said where I was at mentally.
Yeah, I mean, just like what's the main major differences like behind modern music, modern music too, like just
All
what?
right. So modern music one, I would say versus modern music two. Modern music two was more intentional
Mm,
than modern music one, and that's crazy because a lot of people gravitate to the first one more so than the second one. I kind of call the modern music one like a lab accident, man. Because it was like it was a situation where I was with I wasn't with the label, but I was about to work with a label, and they had paid me to do an LP. So when they paid me to do the LP, I automatically went into action, and actually no, they hadn't paid me. That's the thing. They didn't pay me. They hadn't paid me, but they said they wanted to do an LP and that they was gonna pay me.
right,
So um, I immediately hit Hob. Me and Hob started working. I want to say within like maybe 3 or 4 months, we had like 10 joints ready. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
That label, was taking his time, and out of frustration, I was like, look, man, I'm not waiting for them. Let's just do
right,
let's just do a joint. I
right,
hit a Hob up. I was like, yo, let's just do our own joint and put it out. And that's what we got modern music from. Now, a lot of the joints that we recorded, maybe a few of them joints ended up on the first modern music. And the other ones we put on a joint called Versus that I dropped maybe a few months before modern music came out. It's like a
gotcha,
mixtape. Yeah.
gotcha.
So
All right.
so so what happened with that was we put it out,
Mm-hmm.
um, and a lot of people was loving it. A lot of people was loving it, and so I said to myself, we definitely have to try to do it again. You know what I'm saying? So modern music too was a little bit more intentional. You know what I'm saying? And a little thought out. So it was more songs on it because that was the thing. Like a lot of people were like, "Yo, it's dope, but it's too short." Talk about the first one. So I said, "All right, well, we're gonna make it. This go around, we're gonna make the songs. Make it a little longer." And I try to do. I try some different things with the production. With Hob and all of that, and it turned out the way it turned out. I still think it's. I'm still proud of both projects, man. I'm proud of both one and two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like them both. I mean, I think they both got some solid joints on them. I'm looking at them now, like the one because you mentioned on Ace Cannons, and then I just remember I said I heard the name. Yeah, this is where I excuse me, recall seeing it from. So,
Yeah, he's on
um,
both. He's on both. Actually, he's on all my joints, even the joint that I
yeah,
got with Grasshopper.
yeah. So then they look at I like the Heaven Help Me joint on here. Um, yeah. So there's some joints on there, man. So then, what was the background behind the Rufus Buck project?
All right, dope.
Salute
So
everybody joining in, man. Big up
yeah,
everybody. Got Jamil Honesty, episode
salute, salute,
51.
salute. So with the Rufus Buck, um, you know, that was in the midst of, let me see, that came out 2020. So I mean, we got hit with the coronavirus, we got hit with the quarantine, we got hit with the George Floyd situation, and the Sister Taylor, situation, Breonna Taylor, it was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, I usually, with artists, man, we're able to, sit back or stand back and kind of look at the world and create from that vantage point. But for me, I was stuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, yo, I wasn't on the outside looking in. I'm right in the middle of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I go outside and catch the coronavirus. I go outside, I can get shot by my brother, or I can get shot by the cops. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my brothers and sisters getting murdered, cold blood, right on the camera, right on somebody's phone or whatever. You know what I mean? The George Floyd situation, and then the riots. You know what I'm saying? And it just was a lot, man. Where I think at a point I just kind of stopped writing, because I stopped writing, and then it just one day it just came to me. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do a project, and I got on the internet, and I was looking for just some motivation of which way I can go as far as the concept, and I ran into the Rufus Buck gang. And what was ill about them is, like, honestly, I would like to venture to say they was like the Black Panther Party before the Black Panther Party.
Okay.
But of course, the U.S. government, and they deemed them as criminals, and they hung them at the end. In the end. But when you really dig deep, they were heroes, man. They were. They were known to protect the Indian reservations and their area, and they were heroes for those people. And the thing about it was they were of Negro and Indian descent. It's much like what's going on in these neighborhoods. Native Americans, Negroes, Latinos, we all going through the same thing. So it was like, yo, when I saw that, and I read up on that, I'm like, yo, this is what I want the face of this project to be. The Rufus Buck game, the Rufus Buck project. And I wanted that to be the face of the project, but the music, the music was also gonna match that with the aggression, and it's just a mood. It's a mood of frustration. And
yeah, I can tell.
And like, yo, fuck that. You know what I call it? I call it riot music.
Yeah.
You out there burning down the city. You out there, smacking the hell out of the oppressors, and doing what you got to do to make your voices heard, or get your voices heard. That music is playing in the background with Bello. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite joints on there.
Yeah, that shit is. Yo, fuck it. We got. I think we can put it on. Let me see. We got a second.
Battery 100%.
We'll edit that up. Yeah, fucking. You can feel that shit. Hold on. You can. All right. Let me see.
Rufus Buck. I'm a son of a slave. Please don't give me free, but I can still make the praise. When you're scribing the cuss, we gon' be juggling with grave. Get me, and others are the slave. Run up since we wasn't changed. Break free, we keep screaming out the names. Tickets, the record pens, send them to the cage. Just to listen to obligatory change. The story never changed, the history shall remain. We blame the bishops on the pew, shooters in the school. The system got us fooled in the prison too. It's on the joke, parody, hope, travesty, hope. Lost it on our way to a land where tragedy's close. Post survival, no survival, what matters the most. It's master plans for MAGA, the dagger to the throat. Word. What matters the most is master plans for MAGA, the daggers to the throat, bellow.
Yeah, you
That's
know what I'm saying? And,
a
and I'm
smack
gonna tell
right
you
there.
this, and like I told you, I'm a student, man, and I draw from my influences. That project took me back to '89. You know what I'm saying? With Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell you, man. You know, I mean, you grew up north. Like that shit was like a soundtrack. You know, the music was like a soundtrack to what was going on.
Of course,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Of course, that was
Like you
that.
didn't have to.
That was
You didn't have to. Like you didn't necessarily have to have the album because niggas is in the hood playing it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
Like
was everything.
I knew. Like even though I wasn't in the, you know, I wasn't in the mix at the time, but I knew who Public Enemy was, and I knew what they stood for. So it was like a lot of those things that was around me, Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and Run DMC. I was still, even though I wasn't rapping, I was still taking that in. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? I was still taking that in. So it was like, yo, you know, that project is coming from your KRS Ones and your X Clans. Shout out to Brother J. You know what I'm saying? You know, and shit. Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Of
Yep.
course.
Yeah.
No, I can feel the energy in it, man. I mean, it's a dope project. I really like it. Yo, so kind of segue into the next thing as far as your next plans. You mentioned something about a documentary or something and another part to this. What else you
Yeah.
got coming up,
So
going on?
all right. So I dropped the project December of 2020. It's only 5 songs or whatever. So what we did was we revamped it, we remixed it, we remastered it, and we added more songs to it. So now we got intros, we got interludes. So now it's a whole LP, 11 joints.
Okay, when?
We looking to drop it very soon. Hopefully, by my birthday, which is July 6th. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's soon
So
as shit. So
yeah, so we got vinyl.
why don't I have it yet? I'm just saying. I
Oh,
mean, I should have.
no, that's the next conversation.
I'm just
You got
saying.
it.
I'm just.
Yeah, no, you got that. No doubt. I'm gonna send that to you probably tonight.
I'm just fucking with you. But I would like to have it. Be nice.
Yeah. No, that's not. I'm not even tripping. Nah,
Word.
yeah, you got that. But
Thank you very much.
well, listen. So that's the deluxe edition. We got vinyl coming. We got the CDs coming.
Word.
And we got a documentary we're doing, which is going to be a complete just breakdown of what inspired the project, just everything. You know what I mean? Answering all questions about it. Just because there's a lot of layers to it that I want to sit down and really talk about. You know what I mean?
That's dope. And then we can even at some point chop it up again about that, like what I'm saying, specifically even about that or whatever, like because I'd like to what I'm saying, as far as that documentary goes and stuff. So
yeah, because I definitely want to get your take on it. I mean, I know it would be an honor for you to be on that because I know that you were one of the guys that really got it. You know what I'm saying? And really spoke about it and really was really supporting was supportive of the project. You know what I'm saying? So
I'd love to, man. It's a dope project. It was really I was hyped, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit had me, doing some push-ups, man. So it's a dope project. So that's soon, actually. Yeah, around July 6th or something like that. So So yeah, word. So real quick, I'm just curious, what's been like the biggest accomplishment or the biggest thing for you so far as you've been doing this? It's you've been like, it's kind of been the biggest motivator for you.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. What really kind of kept me going was to see the the fact, with me, when the quarantine and all of that came about, and everybody was home, and a lot of established artists were kind of like worried about them, really being able to make money and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
No, I saw, that was one of my best years in my career. You know what I'm saying? Especially, as far as revenue wise, like a lot of people were super supportive of, because I dropped both projects. I dropped This Is War, and Modern Music, kind of like around the same time, maybe a few months apart, and crazy support. You know what I'm saying? And that was big. That was real big for me. That was a big accomplishment, man. Because artists, all we want is to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for our music to be appreciated. And when I saw that, my damn PayPal thing was ringing off all night. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like that, that just kept me going. Like, yo, damn, like this, people are really listening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. And and that was going on in spite of what else was going on. So you saw like, hey, if I can fucking, you know what I'm saying, pop off and bubble in the middle of this shit.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you, it was so crazy that it was paying. I wasn't working at the time. It was paying bills, bro.
Wow.
It was paying bills. So that that's all to to the Most High Christ, man. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, that's dope, man. I mean, and that definitely something to keep you going. You're like, yo, I can grind in anything. Then fuck it, like,
Right.
You know what I mean? We can make it happen. So
right.
So that's dope. So definitely, we want to thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate it. It's good for me to get to know you a little bit better. Like I said, we vibed for like the past 4 or 5 years, really. You know what I'm saying? But
no doubt.
First time really getting to chop it up and stuff like that. So I want to thank everybody for rocking with us. Episode 51, Jamil Honesty, carrying the culture. Some of y'all might go edit it, chop it up, and tag you, anything, all that stuff to post. It's gonna be up on YouTube in a few days. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, I also wanted to talk about some of the other projects I got coming up.
what else? Yeah, sure.
I got The Greatest Dope coming. I dropped a single a few months ago called Pam Grier. Peter Rosenberg played that joint a couple weeks ago. So that's coming. We just shot a video for that.
Okay.
So we got The Greatest Dope coming. We got The God's Honest Truth with my man Crazy Fingers.
Yeah, I fucking cut you short. You had mad shit coming. What's good?
Yeah. I got a joint that I'm producing for another artist named Sean Links, dope MC from out of Charlotte. I got that joint, Harbor Kids with Squeegee, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What up, man? I got a whole bunch of shit going on, man.
That Harbor Kids shit is fucking ridiculous, yo. That fucking shit is crazy.
Oh man, wait till you hear the album, bro. Wait till you hear the album, man.
Word.
I got shit. We got shit coming, bro. We got shit coming.
Keep me in the fucking
Animal Pack. Oh my goodness.
Fucking loop, man.
Yeah, Animal Pack. That's my group. Like we got some shit coming too. We actually just dropped a single called A Game. I don't know if you have that. Are you linked up with Sharif at all?
Who?
Sharif? Nah, probably not.
Sharif from Jersey?
Nah, Sharif is like a radio promo guy, and he sends usually. Yeah. I gotta get you that single, man.
I know what that is.
Yeah, I gotta get you that. Yeah, so definitely shout out to the Animal Gang.
Look at you, damn nigga.
Yeah.
I said, damn, you got mad shit going on. That's
man. That's why I was telling you, I'm like overwhelmed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm overwhelmed with shit, bro. So it's like, I'm still willing to work. You know what I mean? Anybody that it's serious, man. I got, got beats, I got rhymes, man. If you wanna work, hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you nice as fuck, man. For real, man. I fucks with you heavy, man. For real.
I
Like,
appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
Like fucking, like I said, from the first time I heard that shit, that Cloud City joint, I was like, yo, this cat fucking, who is this cat? I mean, I dug. I mean, I had to like fucking, I was like, yo.
Oh, and then wait a minute, Modern Music
Yeah.
3. I got a surprise on there, bro. I'm gonna tell you offline. Yeah, but I got a surprise with Modern Music 3. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, everybody joining in, man. Big up.
Yeah, salute to everybody that checked in, man.
Pro,
you know what I'm saying?
Dillinger. Oh, the great.
Oh, Pro, that's my man. Yo, Pro, we did that Wu 95 shit, man.
Yeah.
That's my man. Yo, he nasty. Josiah the Gift, Ace Cannons, Ill Conscious, Dirt Platoon, J Royale. You know what I'm saying? Animal Gang, Animal Pack. Yo, I mean, the list goes on, man. The list goes on.
Yeah,
all my brothers out there.
Yeah, that Baltimore fucking vibe is ill right now, man. On some real shit, man. Y'all niggas on some other shit. And I was telling Brother Jay that myself. I was like, yo, like I was like two or three niggas on my list from the same fucking hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I saw that. I was like, yo, I hope he he's one of the guys that I would love for him to hear. I would love for him to hear and check out the Rufus Buck joint. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'll send it to him.
Yeah, because that's where that came from. It came from, you know what I mean, from him and his people and Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying?
I'll send it to him for you just to see what I mean.
Yeah.
No, I'll definitely send it to him.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging in there, man. Even though you fucking had to adapt without the vision and shit, man. I appreciate you doing that.
That's what I told you, man. Where we from, man. You know where we from. We adapt.
Of course. You on the blind storm shadow shit, so snake eyes shit. So
I'm from where they piss in the I'm from where they piss in the elevator, bro.
So you just put out that you got mad shit, so you gotta fucking keep me in the loop, man. For real.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Look, and we got CDs, we got tapes, we got shirts. You know what I'm saying? Come check me out. I am JamilHonesty.com. That's my website. Or you can go to my Bandcamp page. Or you can go to my Instagram. My Bandcamp is Jamil Honesty at bandcamp.com or .bandcamp.com. And then on Instagram is Jamil Honesty, JAMIL_honesty on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Word, man. Yeah. Thank you, man.
Shout out to
keep
Free Mind too. Free Mind, my back. Free Mind. We got something coming up too, man.
Word.
That album is crazy.
I don't think he told me that shit. Word. Big up Free Mind.
Yeah, we got something coming. We got something coming. I got mad stuff going on. I probably forgot to mention, man. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Don't sit on it, man. Please keep it coming, man.
Oh nah. I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure that it's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, but don't be fucking holding on to that shit. Niggas be like, I'm sitting on mad shit. Like, yo, you sitting on shit. Fucking want to hear it, man. They ain't doing me no good. So, yeah, so keep me in the loop, man.
Shout out to Indigo for checking in. She said, I don't know if she's there, but
big up everybody.
My man Stealth Bombs. Stealth Bombs, he in there. He legend in my hood, man. Stealth Bombs, he nasty with it, man.
Big up Raw Wattage. You know what I'm saying?
Raw Wattage. That's my man right there. P. Watts.
Yeah, it was. Eat a mad sausage. So word, yo, listen, hit me up. You know what I'm saying, with this music and shit. I'm definitely, especially this fucking this next Rufus Bucks, for real, man. I'm gonna send this shit to Brother Jay. See what up. You know what I'm saying? Just put his ear onto it. But and I will tag you when we get this footage up and all this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up everybody for you know what I'm saying, rocking out with us.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So
cool. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man. We've got to do it again. We'll talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's link up, stay in touch, man. Big up everybody. We'll be up. Thank you. Have a good one.
Peace, man.